I'm on my little walk again. So it's a little crispy this morning. And there's Ruby. Ruby, come here. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. She's the best. Yes, you're the best. Thank you. Well, officially, she said good morning. I wanted to continue talking about RFIs, requests for information. And I'm going to say it this time as a little story. On a crispy morning, just like today, with the sound of the drills and machinery echo through the whole construction site and in a new community library. We'll make this project a library in the city of Silva, North Carolina. The project was progressing really well, but deep in the maze of blueprints, now they're black prints, really. Anyway, continue on. An issue happened. The site supervisor stood up, staring at the architectural plans with the structural plans, and something didn't look right. The structural drawing showed a large steel beam running through a section of the second floor. But when Alex, the site supervisor, compared it to the HVAC, the heating and ventilating system layout, he noticed a major conflict. The ductwork was supposed to occupy the same space. So there's a problem. A structural beam, it's crossing an actual duct, an HVAC duct. So what to do? Well, if we build it that way, he thought, we will block the ducts and have no structural support. What to do? Without delay, Alex sat at his desk, opened the project's document management system, and some of those systems, sometimes is Procore, is the most known software out there that's in a cloud where you can put pictures, write up submittals, write up, in this case, RFIs, requests for information. So he opened his software and prepared a request for information. The question was simple, but very crucial. It had to be clear and concise. He asked, can the beam's position be adjusted to accommodate the ductwork, or should the duct routing be revised? Just a question. And then he will ask the engineers, please provide guidance and updated drawings if necessary. Now, this information, this RFI, will be sent to the architect because the architect is coordinating the work of the structural engineer and the work of the mechanical engineer. Now, the architect will either make a phone call and remind the engineer, the structural engineer, and the mechanical engineer to actually give us a solution. So the RFI is being handled first by the project architect. We're going to call her Susan this time, who received it later in the afternoon. She reviewed the original plans, cross-checked them in the mechanical engineer specification, and realized the oversight. So that was not caught during our construction documentation when we were doing the drawings. After coordinating with the design team, Susan responded to Alex, and the RFI was revised. The drawings showed a slight repositioning of the beam and rerouting of the ducts. So the design team made the solution. Alex had the response in his hand. He called his team together, reviewed and updated the drawings, and gave the go-ahead for the revised work. The issue was resolved and the project continued without delays. What made it continue without delays is that the design team acted quickly. 2 days later, they had come up with a solution, drawn up, something that becomes part of the contract documents. Alex got together with his foreman or forewoman, and he provided the information that they needed to continue the work. This is why RFIs are important. They are requests for information, for clarification. They are requests of interpretation to clarify why this is this way. Is this what you really intend? The contractor's going to say, this is really not going to work. Sometimes they have a solution. If they don't have a solution, we include the design team to come up with a solution. So, in the end, the library was built on time. Every detail was carefully aligned thanks to clear communication through RFIs. For Alex and his team, it was another reminder that no construction project could succeed without asking the right questions at the right time. That's the lesson today for RFIs. And I just lost Ruby. Ruby! Sometimes I lose her because I'm a little too slow. I can't walk and talk and all that. There she is. Say goodbye, Ruby.